Brain introduction. Physical activity is so much more than just a way to stay in shape. It's a fundamental element of overall well-being, not just physical, but also psychological. We often think of exercise as something tied only to fitness goals or appearance. But its influence runs much deeper, reaching into our energy levels, our emotions, and even how we interact with the world. In an age where sedentary lifestyles are the norm for many, and where screens dominate most of our waking hours, understanding the full benefits of regular movement can truly transform your quality of life. We're not just talking about adding years to your life, but life to your years, feeling more present, more resilient, more joyful. Today, I want to take you on a journey to discover how physical activity can deeply and rapidly impact the chemistry of your brain, offering real protection from daily stress, boosting your mood, and enhancing your mental performance. Whether you're already active or just starting out, this information is for everyone. Beating heart physical and mental benefits of exercise. You probably already know that exercise improves cardiovascular health, strengthens muscles, helps control weight, and prevents chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes and osteoporosis. These benefits are well documented, and they're incredibly important. A strong body forms the foundation for everything else. But what's often underestimated is the impact on mental balance. Regular exercise isn't just about looking better, it's about feeling better, on a deeply emotional and psychological level. Moving your body helps regulate your nervous system, which is especially important when you're dealing with stress or overwhelm. Exercise helps you build emotional resilience. It can increase self-esteem, improve self-image, and help stabilize your mood, especially when life feels chaotic or uncertain. And it's not just about the intense workouts either. Even moderate activity, done consistently, can have transformative effects on your mental state. Thanks to the release of endorphins, those famous happiness hormones, exercise helps combat anxiety and depression. It brings about a natural sense of euphoria that many people describe as a runner's high, but you don't have to run to experience it. A brisk walk, a dance session, a bike ride, they can all help release these mood-boosting chemicals. It also improves sleep quality, which in turn affects every other part of your well-being. Poor sleep is linked to mood swings, irritability, and decreased cognitive performance. By improving your sleep cycle, exercise gives you a natural anchor for better days. On top of that, physical activity has been linked to enhanced memory and cognitive function. It supports clearer thinking, better focus, and reduced risk of cognitive decline and dementia as we age. This is incredibly empowering, knowing that we can take an active role in protecting our brain health through something as simple as moving our bodies. DNA: the effects on the brain. Let's dive deeper into what's happening inside your brain when you move. Exercise stimulates neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. This is especially important in the hippocampus, a brain region crucial for memory, learning, and emotional regulation. Some scientific studies have shown that aerobic activity can increase the volume of the hippocampus by up to 2% each year. That may not sound like much, but in terms of brain tissue, it's actually quite significant, and it shows that our brains are more adaptable than we once thought, even later in life. Another fascinating mechanism at play is the increase in BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This key protein supports the growth and maintenance of neurons and is one of the main drivers of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to adapt, rewire, and grow new connections, something we used to believe was only possible in childhood. But the science now tells us, your brain is changing all the time, and movement is one of the fastest ways to influence that change. So in a very real way, exercise makes your brain more flexible, more resilient, and more capable of learning new things or recovering from stress and trauma. And that's not just abstract theory. These changes can be seen on brain scans and observed in everyday life, in the form of sharper thinking, better memory, and even more emotional intelligence. In addition to neurogenesis, physical activity also promotes angiogenesis, the formation of new blood vessels in the brain. This improves the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to brain cells, which supports better concentration, mental stamina, and emotional regulation. It's like improving the brain's plumbing system so everything runs more smoothly. And here's the beauty of it: the effects don't take years to kick in. In some cases, just one workout session can start this process. You may feel more clear-headed or relaxed right away, even after a short walk. Bone physical health benefits. From a purely physical point of view, it's clear that movement strengthens the heart, improves circulation, helps maintain healthy blood pressure, and reduces the risk of heart attacks or strokes. These are the foundations of longevity, and we can't overstate how vital they are. Strength training, like lifting weights, is especially important as we age. It helps maintain bone density, preventing osteoporosis and reducing the risk of fractures. It also improves glucose metabolism, which helps regulate blood sugar and prevent type 2 diabetes. For women in particular, strength training becomes even more important during and after menopause, when bone density tends to decrease rapidly. And again, you don't have to wait months to feel the benefits. After just a single workout session, your brain releases chemicals that boost your mood and decrease anxiety. Your blood vessels dilate, your heart pumps more efficiently, and your metabolism starts to wake up. With just a few weeks of consistency, your body and brain begin to change. Your endurance improves, your energy increases, and your mind becomes more focused. And after several months, these changes are not just something you feel, they can be measured and even seen on a brain scan. Tear off calendar how to start and stay consistent. Many people struggle to get started, and even more so to stick with it. It's not because they're lazy, it's usually because they don't have a plan that fits their lifestyle. Lack of time, motivation, or negative past experiences can make it feel impossible. But with a strategic and compassionate approach, it all becomes more doable. Here are a few practical tips that can make all the difference. Set clear, realistic goals. Vague intentions like "I need to exercise more" don't motivate us because they're hard to act on. Instead, try something specific. I'll walk for 30 minutes, 3 times a week, for the next month. That goal is tangible. It gives you something to aim for and a reason to celebrate when you achieve it. Start small. Begin with just 10 to 15-minute sessions. You don't need to commit to hour-long workouts. In fact, shorter sessions done consistently are much more effective than sporadic intense efforts. Think of it as building a habit, brick by brick. Your body will adapt gradually, and you'll avoid burnout or injury. Pick something you genuinely enjoy. Movement doesn't have to be a chore. It can be dancing, swimming, hiking, gardening, playing padel, going to the gym, anything that gets you moving and makes you feel alive. If you hate running, don't run. There are so many other options. Build it into your routine. Treat it like an appointment with yourself. Working out at the same time each day, maybe in the morning, during a lunch break, or on weekends, creates structure and consistency. Eventually, it becomes a habit you no longer have to think about. Exercise with a buddy. Sharing the experience makes it more fun, and having someone to keep you accountable can make a huge difference. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a group class, the social aspect adds motivation. Track your progress. Use a notebook or an app to log your activity, steps walked, workouts completed, milestones hit. It's incredibly rewarding to look back and see how far you've come. Progress doesn't always show in the mirror, but you'll feel it in your body and see it in your data. And finally, reward yourself. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Maybe it's a relaxing bath, a favorite meal, or even just a few minutes of gratitude. Your brain responds to positive reinforcement, so use it. Puzzle piece: the power of intention and self-care. Beyond all the benefits we've discussed, there's something deeply symbolic about physical activity. It's an act of self-care, an intentional moment where you choose yourself. Every time you decide to move, you're sending a message to your body and mind: I matter. I deserve to feel good. I am worth the effort. You don't need to be an athlete. You don't need fancy equipment or a perfect schedule. You just need intention, a desire to take care of yourself. Even something as simple as a 15-minute walk can become a ritual, a moment to reconnect with yourself, to breathe, to think, or just to be. These moments have the power to ground you, to bring clarity, and to release the tension you didn't even realize you were holding. Exercise can also become a beautiful opportunity for social connection. Joining classes, running groups, or community fitness events allows you to meet new people, share common goals, and feel part of something larger. In a world where isolation and loneliness are increasingly common, that sense of connection is invaluable. Sparkle's conclusion: an act of love toward yourself. Exercise isn't just a way to stay in shape. It's one of the most powerful tools we have to care for our mental health, our brain, and our life. It's about building a life that feels good from the inside out, not just surviving, but thriving. And every single step, every drop of sweat, every small win is an act of love toward yourself. Not punishment, not obligation, but love. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. Start now, even small efforts count. What matters most is consistency, not intensity. You're planting seeds, and your future self will thank you. Clapperboard closing. If this video helped you, give it a like and drop a comment sharing how you integrate physical activity into your daily life. I'd love to hear your strategies and your stories, because your journey might inspire someone else too. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming content on physical and mental well-being. We're building a community here, and you're part of it. Remember, every time you move your body, you're building a stronger, healthier, and happier version of yourself. One step at a time. See you soon, sending you a big hug.